Hey everyone, the Man Nam here to give you the rundown on the changes that are live now in Disc Golf Valley on version 1.518. First things first, did you catch that new loading screen? The exciting image gives a hint at the space-themed Season 10 in multiplayer, but does it also hint at a future new course concept? We'll have to wait to see. Let's jump into the exciting changes with attribute buffs and nerfs. The big one is the sticky attribute. Putters and mid-rangers with the sticky attribute are twice as sticky now. This is a huge change that's going to make sticky a lot more useful for your approach shots with putters and mids, where the old sticky seemed to do, well, nothing at all. This new and improved sticky will help significantly to slow down your disc after it hits the ground. Even further, the new sticky attribute can come on fairway drivers and distance drivers now too. It's not quite as effective on those drivers, about 75%, as it is on mid-rangers and putters, but it still holds significant stopping power that rivals what your roll drivers are doing now. However, you know how those roll drivers had that annoying tendency to stand up and roll? The major benefit of a sticky driver is that it's much less likely to do that. If you hit your landing zone correctly, the chance of a bad break is significantly reduced. But what's happening with my roll drivers? We'll get into that when we cover nerfs soon. The Windbreak attribute is getting a buff when it comes to putters. Not only is Windbreak now available in the attribute pool for all putters, the Windbreak effects now stack on top of the built-in Windbreak that every putter has. So break out your Global League accurate Windbreak hope or find your favorite putter with Windbreak and get to practicing. Time will tell how much this changes the meta. Is throwing in with a fuse going to be outclassed by a Windbreak putter? I don't see myself making the change right away, but I'm not shutting out that possibility quite yet. The water skip attribute got a noticeable buff too. You now get that water skip in shallower water than ever before. While you're not guaranteed a skip in any water, the change is noticeable and should increase your confidence in running the water skip play on holes like Pioneer Bay 3, which has been riddled with water sinks since the previous update, and Lost Island 4, which might still not be the best play, but it's definitely a fun play. Let's take a look over at the attribute nerfs. Nothing yet. Eventually, Spinoff said they're going to nerf the stickiness of the roll attribute, which is going to make us need to decide between a roll driver and a sticky driver, or use an extra slot to have both. But for now, they acknowledge that they have some figuring out to do for how to manage all the cases where you chose or purchased a disc with the roll attribute simply for that stopping power. Let us know in the comments what you think is the best way for them to manage all the existing roll drivers that are going to lose that sticky utility. A few other minor changes to note. When you accidentally disconnect from an event because of an app crash, you can now rejoin that event. This does come with a one-stroke penalty to help prevent people purposely abusing this feature, but it's nice that you're no longer just completely screwed out of that event. There are also some new ultra rare glossy and foil stamps in the game. The chances are low, but keep your eyes peeled for these extra shiny discs in your rewards. This is a glossy disc the way it reflects the light. The foil discs are even cooler. I just don't have one to show off yet. That's all for this update, so stay tuned, stay up to date, and stay bogey free.